from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bears will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Jacksonville State's offense will get first crack at it today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Missouri State's offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down.
Here we go. Go.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Barnes. Touchdown, Missouri State. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
To the air, it's Chambers. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Finds his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
The Gamecocks are flying down the field. There's the pressure. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience and bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unleashes one. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
On the double.
Keeping it on the ground with a single back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
They'll try the run. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Bears looking to convert on 4th down.
Get set, get set.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Joyner. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Making side adjustments here. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri State. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Louisiana Tech is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's a type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 18 to the Red Hawks of Miami. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
Ready? 29 Philly. 2-9.
Looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Joyner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
On the set.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go. Gorilla. Slide 22. Slide.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got moving to 35. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Bears are rolling down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Lincoln. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They'll leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He breaks the tackle.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. The Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The give to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Ready up.
And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short.
Lasso. Razor.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Might be calling a hot route. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bears line it up with a first and goal.
Easy.
Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. So here comes the Bear offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. I like this taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's what quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes. Too aggressive, and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space. Take advantage of it. Get it to my running back. Let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt is in the air. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield.
Okay,
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield, and time is running short. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense.
Ready? Get set, get set.
They'll start the third quarter with the run. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
On the set.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Got it.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so This coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They go to the ground. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll give it to the back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Using his legs, it's Joyner. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points.
Headed to the end zone. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri State! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working that left side. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Lincoln. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Okay, ready?
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Lincoln. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Bears have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Leaves it with the back. And some room to work. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught over the middle. It's Gilbert. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Bears! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Washington is getting stomped right now. I mean, thrown around the field like a salmon at Pike's Fish Market. Just a brutal performance. They're trailing by 17 to Kentucky. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, the running back looking for room. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this.
He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So here comes the Bear offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nicholson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Bears have pushed it inside the 20. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
On the set.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go.
Tight end now in motion.
Ready.
Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Got it.
This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Ready.
One more play to pad the stats. To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.